Alrighty, good morning traders, and welcome to the Forex morning coffee trading session. By the way, traders, it's great to be here. I'm very excited about this morning's trading, and the reason for that is because I managed to have the mic working from the get-go. This can only be good news. All right. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the trading session. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the trading opportunities that presented itself the last 24 hours since we last met. Now, remember, traders, we trade towards these pivot points, and we have a certain strategy that we use in order to be able to trade towards these levels. Now, keep it in mind, I posted why do bank traders, all right, or at least let's put it this way, why do we only trade 30% of the time? Well, you see, what happens is, traders, is the banks are manipulating the markets, right? Retail traders are in this belief that the market's moving in a certain direction, but only what is happening is the banks are manipulating price to make traders, retail traders, believe that price is either breaking out of consolidation, which we call contraction, and then moving into a trend. But you've got to realize that that is just part of the manipulation that the banks are causing for retail traders to believe that, yes, the trend is now starting to move. But what's really happening is the market's moving out of consolidation into what we call an expansion phase before we move into a trending phase. And that expansion phase and the contraction phase is where a lot of retail traders actually lose a lot of money. That's why 90% of the time, traders are losing money. Now, if you take the 30% we spoke about, that the market's actually trending, believe it or not, that part of the trending phase is actually 10%. The market's only really trading, if you actually really break it down, 10% of the time, because the contraction phase is 70% of the time, the expansion phase is the other 20% of the time, and then we have the trending phase that is 10% of the time. That's why retail traders are only 10% successful. Only 10% of retail traders are successful because they only manage to be able to get just a small portion of the market. And those smart traders that know and understand how the banks work and how they trade are going to make money. Now, good news for you, all right? It's not all gloom and doom, all right? There's good news this morning. The strategy we actually trade here in the morning coffee session is actually, in fact, based off a cost averaging strategy, but also more importantly, it's using the strategy that banks are using, where they are trading against the market price instead of with the market price until the trend starts breaking out. Now, this is important for us as traders to know when market's consolidating, which is contracting, when market's expanding, all right, and then we can call that bank manipulation price, manipulating price, and then we have to know exactly when trend is starting to take place. So not every time the market breaks out of a low or a high is it actually a breakout into a trend, but more likely to be a breakout into an expansion phase, which is price manipulation, which means that we don't normally trade in the direction of the breakout. We look for price to hit support or price to hit resistance, and then we look to trade towards those contraction points, which we now are going to be calling our expansion levels. All right. I don't want to put too much confusion into this session. This session is really focused on just finding the trading opportunity. So we're going to do that this morning. There will be other videos that I will get posted soon as I get time. I will post videos on exactly what I'm referring to, how we look for these different levels, and understand a little bit more about the market. So even though I go ahead and look at a very simple concept of placing trades, and it is simple, we have obviously very strict money management rules. All right, that's very important. And in fact, in trading, there was a bank trader that I traded with about 25 years ago. In fact, just when I first started trading, I got involved with a bank trader, and he said something to me that really resonated today. And what he said to me was that you have to have enough money to be able to ride the waves. And I couldn't quite understand exactly what he said at the time, because I was thinking, man, what are you kidding me? This is one of these bank traders, and he's telling me you got to have enough money to ride the waves. Don't you just simply put your stop loss at these levels, and if the market moves against you, you get out? What is this ride the wave thing? And what he was really trying to tell me, without actually saying it, what he's telling me, that the banks are creating this big wave in the market, and you have to have enough money to be able to ride these waves out. Now, have enough money doesn't mean that you have to be a multimillionaire. It just means that whatever you have in your trading account, you have to manage that risk properly so that you can ride the wave, baby. All right. So that's what it is. And so at this time of my trading career, it started to all these things that I sat down with the bank traders at the time, and we had certain discussions, and I thought that said, man, I'm the smartest guy out there, man. These bank traders, they don't know nothing about trading. But what they did know, all right, maybe I was better at technical analysis with some of those bank traders, but what they did know and what they had was really good information about how the markets really move, what moves the markets, and what banks do in order to be able to get better pricing so that they can benefit from that, and how retail traders are really the suckers that don't educate themselves about how the market moves. And we don't want to be that sucker, right? We don't want to be that guy, all right? So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the opportunities this morning and what the markets have offered us. Now, I have a bunch of traders that have just come into the trading room. Hey, guys, welcome to the trading room. Denise, we got a private joke going with Denise. It's actually Denise. But if you ever watched that video, the YouTube video on the substitute teacher, it is hilarious. You got to watch it. If you haven't already, you got to watch it. Anyway, we're calling Denise Denise because the substitute teacher could not pronounce people's names correctly. All right, so we got some private jokes going right here. So Denise is in the house. So good day, Denise. Hopefully everyone else is having a good trading day so far. Let's go ahead and take a look at the markets and see what is going on. Oh, by the way, yeah, forgot to go ahead and announce. Yep, I've got my cup of coffee right here, and I'm ready to rock and roll this morning. All right, ready to rock and roll. So let's go ahead and make sure that we get our cup of coffee going. Listen here, you cannot get started with trading unless you got a good, solid cup of coffee. All right, now, perfect. All right, let's get started. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at the markets right here. Let's go ahead and jump into first number one. We're going to go open this document. This document is in the description box, right? So make sure, traders, that you go ahead and check out the description. In the description, you'll have all the different details of what we're offering here, and as well inside the details, you'll see that you have this document here that you can go ahead and access. Just go ahead and click on that. You'll be able to open it and view exactly what you're looking at right here. So we do have a couple of trades that we are riding the wave. You can see that we have the Euro Aussie from last week. It is a missed target now, but we are still bearish on that one right there. We also mentioned that there's another target set up on the Euro Aussie right here. We can go ahead and take a look and see what that looks like. And here it is here, Euro Aussie. So you can see that we do have this right here. This was a unhit target for the week, and we said that there's a good chance that price may go ahead and move down first before it moves up. Well, in fact, it didn't. It actually did go ahead and hit that target this week, and now it's starting to work its way back down to the target we traded last week. So this is the target we traded last week, and so we're going to go ahead and mark this off right now. This is a hit target this week, so no opportunities for new traders that have just joined us this week. No trading opportunity on the Euro Aussie, but for those traders that have been holding on to the trade that we've been bearish on the Euro Aussie, well, price is starting to move pretty nicely towards our target down here. Okay, so looking for price to move down to the target. Now, we did have a new inside channel here that you can see that created this channel like this. This is the channel we had right here that we were paying attention to, and price did break through that channel to the upside to get to that target. But look over here, we've gone ahead and moved back down again. And so unless the market takes out the low right here, now this is what's going to happen. I've got to take out the low. When price takes out that low, then this will just be an interruption to the trend, right? Which means we will adjust the trend on this particular setup right here, all right? Jamie, good morning to you, by the way. Good morning. I got Jamie saying hi. Good morning to everyone. Good morning, Jamie. So we're going to go ahead and check out this right here. Now, we're going to continue. We haven't seen the RSI move into an oversold condition right here yet. So we're going to continue to be short on the Euro Aussie. Continue to grab the pips that it's offering right now. We are up currently right now. We are up on this particular pair. Let's take a look and see how many pips we are. And this is the Euro Aussie right here. You can see we're up about 141 pips as of right now. And let me take a look right here. That's from the break-even point. Yeah, that's from the break-even point right here. So we're up on one trade. We're up about 100 and looks like, man, I'm going to get my glasses out here. That looks like 85, yep. So about 187 pips right here. And then we've got another about 99 pips right there. So we're up 187. So about 287 if you take the two individual trades separately. All right. So what this is showing me that I'm up 141 pips based on double 2 entry points, and that's my average break-even average point right there. So things are looking good right here as we start chasing after our target down here on the sell side. We'll keep an eye on that as well. So that's looking good. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next trading opportunity here. And this is the Euro JPY. Now I want you to notice, the traders, that I'm not really paying attention to like Euro CAD, right? And that's because we've got a hit target this week, and we don't really have any trades coming up the last couple of weeks. So we've got no running or these position that we held on the Euro CAD, and this week is a hit target. So I'm not really at all paying attention to that, and I will continue to focusing on more of the pairs that are giving us the opportunity. So Euro JPY right here. We have a Euro JPY setup right here. DBS says good morning to everyone. DBS, good morning to you, my friend. So Euro JPY right here is showing that we're in a sell this week. All right. So this week took on the sell on the Euro JPY, and it is starting to work its way back down south. Right. So we're getting a nice little pullback, a little bit of bearish move down here. Now looking at the way the market's set up right here, I'm noticing something right here. I don't know if you've noticed that. Does anyone notice that we actually had a double bottoms right here? And so this is the confirmation point right here. All right. So the pivot point that we're chasing after is actually right there at the confirmation point. All right. Now confirmation point is where the market breaks out. And so with these double bottoms, we could actually look to see if price moved towards the target of the double bottoms. The double bottoms target would be whatever this distance is of from the top of this confirmation point down to the bottom right here. Whatever that distance is will equal the distance to the upside right here. Sometimes it's almost to the pip, and sometimes it's just close by. But let's take a look over here. So this would be my profit right here, about 129 pips, 128 pips right here. So let's take a look from the breakout to where we are currently trading up here at the highs. Oh, let me pull it down. So from there to the highs is 134. Wow, look at that, 134. So 134 pips. That's pretty much telling us that price has really hit the double tops target. So we're now in some sort of larger consolidation. Check this out. We actually have a large bit of consolidation here on the Euro JPY. If you go to the larger time frame, which is the daily, you'll see a lot more clearer. And there it is there. You can see right here we have actually a very clear indication that price is moving inside this range. Check it out. There's the top. And, well, this could be right here. We have a trend going up from the bottom, going up right here. Let me draw that in. And I'm going to go ahead and do this. Draw a trend up, going up right there. So this is a channel that we're, oh, I actually have the channel up there already. Okay, but anyway, so this is the channel that we're trading up. So we're looking for price to move up to around about 124. And if I actually look at my wave structure, we've got wave 1, wave 2, and then we've actually hit wave 3 here. So we're trading in a wave 4 wave structure. And if anyone knows a little bit about Elliott wave, you'll know that price does this. Price moves in waves of 5, and then we have a correction move, and then it starts the whole process all over again, right? So then it starts its larger ABC right here, all right, and then looks for price to move to a D extension. So we're looking at price moving from an A to a B in a 5-wave sequence, and then it goes into a 3-wave sequence in a correction move to complete wave C, and then move to wave D, and we start that wave sequence all the way again in a 5-wave sequence again. So it starts this whole process over and over and over again as we continue to look for price to move to these levels. All right. So with that being said, now that we know and understand exactly what price is doing and how price moves in these different waves, then if we look at the Euro JPY right now, Euro JPY is sitting inside this consolidation phase, right? Because it's a wave 4, and wave 4 is actually 80% of the time wave 4 is consolidated. So in wave 4, if we're in a consolidated wave, then what we're looking for is price to perhaps go ahead and start doing this before moving up right here. So we do anticipate still price to move up to the top of the channel. But right now we could be hitting resistance and price could be moving back down south, which means, traders, that those traders that are looking at holding onto a sell right now based on the target that we're looking for this week, looks like price may go to that level. Now let's just take the worst case scenario. I like to do that, right? Play devil's advocate. Let's take a look at the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario would be that if price moves a little bit into that consolidation, but then breaks out, doesn't go down to the bottom of the consolidation and breaks out. And so those traders that are holding on to shorts, all right, not onto their shorts, but holding on to their short positions, those traders holding on to short positions, what happens is price will move up, but will eventually come back down again. So what we'll do is we'll add positions as the market rallies back up, look for key resistance levels. You can look to sell at those levels again, and then look for price to come back down towards that breakout of that range. So it looks like something like this, okay? So we're looking at this right here. It's going to be something like this. So this is the top of the range. This is where we're expecting the bottom of the range to be. So if price doesn't come down, let's say it gets to this trend line and then starts working up towards the top of the range and breaks out, then we'll see price moving up to our 5th wave completion right here, which is right about there at 124.20. Now, traders there's different ways to trade this type of market, all right? There's one way to wait for it to get to resistance and then go ahead and sell there. So look for all resistance levels and sell at resistance levels. Another way is to have a cost averaging approach to it, where you add in positions based on a certain level, and this is what I'm following. And then when price does start, if it doesn't get to this level and comes a little shy of that, and then starts heading back down south, you'll start making profit. You'll get to your break even. You'll start moving into the money, and then once you move into the money, you can make decisions as to whether or not price is holding that support, or we are going to get another breakout to an opposite side. So again, there's different ways you can slice this piece of cake right here and address the market. But again, making sure, absolutely certain, that you understand where we are with inside market structure, right? If we understand where we are with inside market structure, we will be able to trade the markets successfully without any sort of panic involved, all right? Now, I get it, traders. Understand that there's flash news, right? Brexit news that could come out suddenly and completely opposite to what everyone else was thinking. We could have the trade agreement between the US and China that could go completely south on us. That could happen. I mean, everything seems like it's moving in the right direction, but things like that can happen. We can have, again, the Middle East war. That could break out and something could go down. Missile strikes. Something could go ahead and create some sort of flash crash in the marketplace. Now, if all of this does come down, if we do have a flash crash, we would have to go ahead and make a decision. Now, my experience, just to share with you a little bit, my experience on flash crashes would be stop adding positions. All right, stop adding positions. Go ahead and take what you've got right now in your trades. Keep your open positions where they are. Stop adding position. Now this comes back to what that bank trader said to me many years ago. All right, you need to have enough money to ride the wave. All right, which means that when price starts getting to levels of resistance, very solid resistance, or if we see that price is starting to wear out a little bit on the run or on the dip, then we're going to start looking at those points, look for turning points, right? And you can use trend line channels to look for turning points. You could use pattern formation in head and shoulders, king's crowns, all these reversal patterns. You can look for those things to help to identify a turning point. But once you identify the turning point, then it's now time to say, okay, let's now start getting back into adding to positions, and then look to see if we can go ahead and trade it back to its original position. Maybe go ahead and make some money out of that. All right. Now, when the market moves this big vicious move to the downside, so when we see price moving extremely fast towards, did I say fast? I'm starting to become Americanized. All right. When price moves very fast towards a top or a bottom of a big move, right? And you're looking to get out of positions that you were in, that you got caught up in. I'm not trying to make money out of those big, long, strong moves. I'm just trying to get out of what I got myself into. And the reason why I don't look to make money with those big, strong moves is because of the fact of this reason. The market consolidates 70% of the time. My focus is actually trading consolidated markets. My focus is to trade the contraction and expansion phase. These big solid moves based on flash crack, I'm looking just to get the heck out of Dodge. All right, I'm not looking to trade that market because it can be very volatile, it can be very strong, it can be very aggressive. I just don't want to get myself involved in that. Now, that's talking about the strategy I'm trading right now. Now, I'm not saying that we couldn't pick up a sort of a trend trading strategy and follow those trends. That's different and a different conversation completely. But based on what we're looking at right now, based on the strategy I'm following right now, I'm more interested in finding that consolidation and that expansion phase and trading that phase, because that's where 70%, in fact, 90% of the money is. In fact, 90% of the smart money is in those phases. And so that's where we want to go ahead and make a lot of money from. All right. Okay. Cool. So let's go ahead and take care. Patricia, good morning to you, Patricia. Terry's in the house. Good morning, Terry. Terry says, good advice, big dog. All right. Well, thank you, Terry. Appreciate you, my friend. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look right here. So we've got some good stuff going on here with the Euro JPY. Now that's moving back to our current situation, which is our current target. All right. So we're working its way back to the current target right here. Now I'm not gonna lie to you. I also do have some long positions on my other trading accounts that I'm currently long on Euro JPY. Okay. Let me go ahead and throw it out there. I'm gonna show you exactly right here. All right. Everything is open card right here. Here it is. And here you can see I've got a Euro JPY right here. Quite a few positions holding Euro JPY. And there's my position right here. I'm up currently right now about $1,000 on that, not a whole bunch. 36 pips on that trade. And I'm looking for this to trade towards the trend. I'm almost trading this and holding this more. It started off as a unhit target, but it's now become a missed target for me. But more importantly, this has actually become a trend trade for me as well. So I'm actually looking at this as a trend trade. So I'm trading both directions, both short and long, based on different trading accounts. And I'm looking to trade this towards a trend trade setup. So I am looking for 124 to come into play on those, all the way up here. So I'm looking for price to eventually break up here and then go to 124. And then around about 124, I'm going to go ahead and close out that trend-based strategy, all right, which is now converted into that. So a bit of everything right now. All right, let's go ahead and continue. What else do we have going here? I'm going to try and see if I can keep you guys within that 30-minute time frame that I spoke about right in the beginning. I seem to be moving past that. I just get, I don't know, excuse me, but I just get so excited about the markets. It's very difficult for me to be boxed in on a 30-minute time frame. Say, hey, big dog, just do the session in 30 minutes if it's possible. Are you kidding me? 30 minutes? Man, I got so much to talk about. All right. Anyway, I'll try my very best. Okay. So here we go. We got Euro Aussie. Sorry, my bad. Actually, skipping a few here. We got Euro Pound. We got Euro Pound this week. Got a trade this week on the Euro Pound. Let's take a look and see how that's working out. And we are seeing a little bit of a pullback down south right here. This is the daily time frame. I don't need to go to the daily at the moment right now. I can pay attention to my 1 hour chart. Now, there you can see price did turn around right here. Now, did we get in on this? Or was it just an opportunity? No, we got in at 85.58. So 85.58, we did get in on this right here. You can see price is working its way back down here. Now, I'll be honest with you, traders, as we get to these channel lines right here, I may go ahead and look to get the heck out of Dodge. I'm actually trading in the neutral zone right now, and we're going to get to my what I call my wave rider channel line. And if I get to the wave rider channel line, which is not too far away, I may take a little bit early profit on that. That's about 24 pips to go, which means I'm going to leave probably about 21 pips on the table, and that's okay. I don't mind. You know, taking that amount of profit off the table would be fine. I'm probably locking in on this trade right here. I'm locking in approximately, let's take a look here. Got about 34 pips right now. We can double check on that. Why guess, right? Why guess? Here it is here, Euro. And I'm going to throw in an indicator right here. All right, there we go. So yeah, I'm about, oh, snap. Not that much. 7.2%, 7.2. Let's see, do we have two trades in here? No, I only got the one, right? Just the one right here. Yeah, it looks like I'm only about 7 pips in. Looks like I got in at 85.58, which is true. And price is now trading at, oh my goodness, okay, 85.52. All right, yeah, I'm only a few pips up. All right, so it looks like I'm going to probably go ahead and take out maybe 30 pips in this trade and make a decision right here. Now, what I could do is go ahead and move my stop to break even and see if price was to move further down south. But then I have to have good reason to want to do that, right? So if I go to my daily time frame, and if I look at my daily time frame right about here, and I notice that we had a bearish channel here. Ooh, snap, look at that. All right, listen here, traders. We just recently broke out of this channel. All right, let me see if I bring this channel up here. Yeah, we just recently broke out of this channel. So maybe I have to go ahead and pay attention to see what happens at the backside of this channel. If we do break back below the channel, then maybe go ahead and hold on to this trade a little bit longer, because we could end up going all the way down here. So my weekly target this week should be a no problemo. All right, should be a no problemo. Okay. So I'm going to check it out, but we can definitely keep an eye on this one right here. That's the Euro Pound. Yep, that's the Euro Pound. Let's go take a look at another trade that's taking place this week. It's the Pound Canadian. We're actually buying Pound Canadian. Let's take a look and see where that looks like on the chart. There it is there. And we'll see that Pound Canadian is holding support here. We're also trading slightly below. We did mention this yesterday. We said we're not going to go ahead and panic and start thinking about selling on Pound Canadian because we want to see a clean break and then a retest, and then we'll sell, right? At this point, we're still bullish. I'm still thinking bullish right now on Pound CAD, even though Pound CAD is trading below that that level. The same thing with the Euro Pound. Even though Euro Pound broke above the downward trend line, I'm not suddenly thinking, oh my gosh, I got to go ahead and start looking to, trade the opposite direction. No. So it's just it could be a false break. It could be just a bear trap, bull trap type thing. I'm not at all concerned about it as of right now. So I'm thinking long still. I'm still thinking long on Pound CAD, and not really convinced of a sell-off yet. So thinking still long. In fact, this is where the best opportunities lie. Right about here, when a lot of retail traders that are uneducated are thinking, let's start selling. Let's start selling Pound CAD. And I'm not saying that they're right or wrong. I'm just saying sometimes they just get in too early, or they just jump in on these type of moves way too early before the market actually confirms the trend is taking place. So right now, still looking to go bullish on this, and we do have a target still going long, and the target is right up here. This is one of those targets that actually have given us a trading opportunity here, but also at the same time, I'm also looking at the fact that price came very close. Now on the software right here, it shows that price actually hit that target, but on the MT4 platform, it showed that we actually missed that target. So this is a level that I may look for. All right, and just because the trend is still up on the channel, I'm looking for price to continue to trade past this level and go even further higher. Now I'm going to take my profit because I'm not going to be greedy on this, but I'm still going to go ahead and continue to hold long on the pound Canadian. So no change on pound Canadian, holding long. We got let's see, a pound New Zealand dollar. We had an opportunity this week. Let's see if it's still there. And it is. I've got to change this up over here. Just give me 1 second. Ah, man, it's good coffee this morning. Let's go ahead and change that. All right. So let me see if we got a trade on that. I don't think we got a trade on this particular pair right here. Nope, no trade on this. So we don't have a trade on this one right here. So no trade has been picked up yet with an oversold condition. So we're still penning right now, but it's becoming a lower probability. As price starts working its way to their target, I'm going to go ahead and change this right here to actually a low probability trade right here. I'm going to call it low right there. I don't think we're going to get into this trade before it hits its target. I believe the target may be hit before we actually get an opportunity. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one right here, Pound Aussie. Pound Aussie has gone ahead and let's see here. We did create an opportunity. We're in on this particular pair right here. We're chasing off that target, so it's working its way to the top. No changes at the moment right now. If I look, nope, we'll still remain long towards that target. Again, traders, if we do get up to these channel lines, we'll maybe taking some early profit. You go to the daily time frame right here. Well, if you look at the daily time frame, we have these channels, and well, I know a lot of traders are looking at this and saying, "Big dog, there's a big head and shoulders pattern right here. Here's the left shoulder." Yep, that's right. In fact, actually, I got out of this trade on one of my accounts right here. In fact, let me show you which one. Right, this is the one right here. If I go to the pound, there we go. You can see I closed out all my buy positions right about here. Closed out, took out my buy positions just before the market went and sold off right here. And the reason why I did that is because of this here, because of this resistance that we're getting right here, and the fact that I saw this this head and shoulders pattern right here. And so if price does move down, all right, let's go ahead and say it moves down in the direction of this head and shoulders pattern. And if it does move down, I'm just going to have to ride this wave out and then wait for it to hit support. And then when it comes back up again, I'll then go ahead and make my profit. So I can go ahead and look to add positions right here, all right? But or if it takes out a low, add positions every year and takes out a low, because that's where this is what we call liquidation levels, right? All these lows right here are liquidation levels. It's where traders, retail traders, have got their stop losses for holding on to a buy position. So if they're holding on to buy positions, this is where stop losses can be placed right here. There's also a liquidation level right here. This is where you're going to add positions to it as well. That's what the banks are going to do, all right? That's what the banks are going to do. They're going to add positions as price takes out those liquidation levels, okay? So we'll look at those levels to add on positions and see if we can work our way back up again, and then look to take profit on our bullish setup. But right now, no reason to panic on this. We're going to keep holding on to that position. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. Is the pound Aussie. Pound Aussie remain. And let's take a look at pound US dollar. Pound US dollar is this one right here. Pound US dollar is finding a bit of support right here. All right, we've got a little bit of support. In fact, if I draw this little trend line going across right here, there it is. All right, we've got a nice support. If we get an indecision candle right here, we're looking for price to continue to work its way back up north. If I go ahead and pull these channel lines that we have right here, if price breaks up to the upside, we're chasing after the highs up here at the top. This is it here at 135.13. So I'm looking for price to eventually start working its way back up again. And if it doesn't, and if it does go a little further down south, all right, and start working its way back down to this upward channel right here, I'll just go ahead and wait for it to break through the top side of the downward channel. You know, it's going to take some time, and that's fine. But I'll wait for it. If it's not going to stall here and it stalls over here, we'll just add on more positions here and continue to ride the wave up. So we're going to hold on to our long position that we're in right now. And then we've got a couple of more trades that are sitting up here. We've got Aussie JPY. We said that we may take on a bearish trade on this, even though last week, take a look at last week. Last week we held on to a buy. We closed out with 136 pips on profit on that one right there. And so last week we held on to a buy. And now this week we're looking for a sell. So let's take a look right here. There's the Aussie JPY. And at the moment right now, not quite seeing the decision. There's still an active candle right here. Look for price to move up towards that level at around about 76.53. And maybe just a little bit higher, about 77.20. So I'm looking for price to move up to about 77.20. I'm holding on to an actual, let's see here. I'm holding on to a buy on one of my accounts. This is one right here. You can see I'm actually in the money right now, about 61 pips based on my average. I've got multiple entry points based on my average, about 76 pips up, or sorry, 62 pips up. So I'm holding on to that on a long. But on the new weekly targets right here, let's see here if we've got anything on the Aussie JPY. Nope, nothing yet. So Aussie JPY hasn't quite given us a signal yet to get the heck out of Dodge. And let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Here's the 1 hour right here. And as I look over here, price is trying to get into an overbought condition. I think it got there. Let's take a look. Not there. No, it did not. So as much as it's trying to, it did not. Alright, so we did not get into an overbought condition yet, but we do have this onion target right here. So I'm definitely going to be paying attention to this market comes down further down south, and you know, it tries to test that level. But for right now, as we look at price continue with its trend. It's still staying above my channel line, so everything seems pretty bullish on the Aussie JPY. Let's stay and remain bullish on this. All right, and then a new trading opportunity this week was the Aussie CAD. It was looking for a trade right here. I'm not sure what. Let's go take a look and see. I didn't complete that document. So let's see, Aussie CAD. And let's see here, Aussie CAD. All right, so here's a channel right here. If I pull that channel here, okay, it's not really a channel. Let's make a channel of it. All right, so there's a channel here. If I pull it up over here, then I should be able to get some sort of confirmation. Maybe I can adjust the channel a little bit right here. There we go. All right, so that's what it looks like right about there. All right, so that's the channel there. It doesn't look like I put it straight. Hold on. There we go. All right, so that's the channel right here. So we're looking for price. It looks like it's still holding long. We've got a missed target right here. We do not have. Let's see here. Did we pick up a trade on Aussie CAD? We got a buy on this. Oh, that's my other account. Let's go the one that we got here. No. Let's see here. All right, so Aussie CAD. All right, there we go. So Aussie CAD, we actually do have. We have a buy-in on Aussie CAD right here, and I think that's maybe from last week. Let's see here. We're up around about 70 pips on this one right here. And it is a buy position. Let's take a look and see what's going on this document. Oh, yeah, there it is. So we've got to actually buy in right here. And as soon as price goes into an overbought condition again, and what we really mean is if price comes up to the backside of this channel right here, and possibly hits our previous week's target. So when we get to this level right here, 9060, which is the top of the channel, then if we look at the RSI, and the RSI is in an overbought condition, it may offer us an opportunity to go ahead and start thinking about selling towards this target. Even if it's a missed target, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a current target. We could possibly start looking to sell towards this target right here. So this may offer us an opportunity as price moves up to the top here. So we're still looking for price to continue up towards this level. All right, so we're holding into this bullish channel. It's staying bullish right now. We want to look for the market to trade towards that target. Let's take a look at the daily over here. Wow, check that out. We also have come off with a this is a cipher pattern right here. We had a cipher pattern also pushing price up, and we're looking for price to move up all the way up to this level right here. I'm going to put a level through there. There it is. You can see that it's around about the 618 retracement of this of a downward move, and we're looking at around about 9057. So 9057, that's right at our current target at 9060. All right, so this is where we're anticipating price to move to. So we can stay with confidence in on the Aussie CAD, expecting price to at least move up to this level before we see any sort of resistance there as well. Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to go ahead and continue and take a look at, let's go ahead and take a look at the last pair right here. Last pair is, let's see, Aussie JPY. I think that was the last pair. Oh, no, Aussie US dollar right here. We're holding on a position from last week. Let's take a look and see what that's doing. Aussie US dollar. And it's showing a little bit of indecision right here. Now, what is the position we're holding? We're holding from last week a bullish position right here. So we're actually bullish on this. And we said that we probably may be expecting price to move up towards the back side of this channel right here. Let's see here. Is this anything worth looking at? Alright, so let me do this. Let me put a channel in here from there to there. Okay, so we've got a little bit of breakouts right here on the bottom of the channel. Probably not the most perfect channel that I've put in here since I started trading, but it is what it is. So we're seeing the resistance here at the top. Let's take a look and see where our weekly target is this week. How far are we from our target? Well, this week we hit a target, but the last week is still up here. All right. So also the one thing I want to look at as well is look at the wave structure that we have right here. So the wave structure I'm looking for right here is to give me a confirmation that we still have a trend that's taking place. So this is wave 1, wave 2, this is wave 3. So we're actually in wave 4 right here, and price has moved up to a deeper retracement. So there's a very good chance that we may not be able to get to this level right here very soon, and we may end up going south first before going north again. So if that's the case, traders, you know what? I may want to go ahead and just kill my trade that I'm in on this one. Let's take a look at our profit that we're in. Seen a bit of a bullish rally right here. Let me take a last check on my daily time frame before I make a decision. There was an indecision right here. How much profit are we looking at up here before we hit resistance? Looking at around about 26 pips. That's not a whole bunch, is it? 26 pips. And we are currently in, what was the trade that we're in now? We're currently in about 25 pips of profit on this one right here. Okay, so we're up at about 25 pips, and we've got about left, we've got about 60 pips left in that trade. So 25 pips up, 60 pips left. We only got one position in on this. We do have this bullish channel right here, and I would be looking to buy long. Let's take a look at what we did from a swing trader point of view. From a swing trading point of view, we were looking at, let's see, Aussie US dollar bullish channel, sell at resistance. Okay, we were selling at one point, but that was to the bottom of the channel, which we got to. So we sold up here, we sold it to the bottom. We now will be reversing into a bullish upward channel. Traders, we're staying long with this. Okay, I'm going to stay long with this, and we look for the price to go to the top of the channel. So I'm going to stay along with this right here. Let's see how things playing out over the course of this week. If we go ahead and take a look at the fundamentals this week, we do have one news report coming out that may affect the Aussie, and that is the GDP out in China. That's going to take place on Thursday evening at 9 p.m. So by that time, we should have sort of an idea of exactly what we want to do. We've got 2 days of two full days of trading before we actually have to think about that. All right, so we're going to leave it as is and not make any changes. All right, traders, well, that's pretty much it. That wraps up our session this morning. We got a lot to consider, but we got some great trading opportunities. Let's just let it ride. I'm pretty comfortable with where everything is at the moment right now. We don't have to make any drastic changes to what we currently have. Let's let this ride. We'll check again tomorrow and see if anything's changed. The news that I look on the calendar for today is we've got a CPI out that came out this morning, but tomorrow morning we've got yearly CPI for the pound. So don't forget about that CPI, year-to-year data, all right, coming out for the pound. I'm expecting that data to be slightly positive based on the technical analysis. I'm expecting that data to be positive. What does positive mean? Well, they're expecting 1.5% to be the number. I'm thinking that inflation may go up a little higher. I think it might be a little higher than the forecast number. If I'm wrong, that may create some bearishness in the pound. If I'm right, then we should see pound continue in the channel trend that we're in right now, which is bullish. And we should see the pound continue its trend up north. Let's take a look and see what happens. Remember, data's coming out tomorrow. The time is exactly 4:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. Check it out. It's going to be exciting, awesome. Let's see how the markets react on those support levels, and let's see if we actually got the trend right. And if it is the case, that means chain traders are going to start looking to start trading long, start getting into those positions, and we'll continue to trade the way we are. All right, traders. Well, that's it. Thank you very much for joining. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. I really appreciate the support. Continue to come into these sessions. And do me a favor, if you've liked the video, go ahead and like it. If you want to go ahead and throw some comments, listen here. In the comment box, I want you to go ahead and give me some sort of ideas of videos you'd like me to go ahead and talk about. And I'm going to go ahead and put some series of videos together. If it's equity management, if it's how to be able to find proper channels, how to be able to find trends, how to be able to identify a good broker, whatever it is, whatever you are interested about, go ahead and post that. Also, if you're interested about how to be able to trade, what's the difference between trading manual and trading with robots, that's something I always talk about. If that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and let me know. Post it inside the comment box. I'll definitely go ahead and pay attention to those comments, address it, and go ahead and create some videos around that as well. If it means I go ahead and create a live session around some sort of topic, all right, if it needs more time and we create a live session around so we have some sort of interaction around that too, I'll go ahead and do that as well, all right? And so go ahead and put together some comments, like the video, and if you haven't subscribed to this video and this is your first time here, okay, firstly, welcome to the video. Secondly, make sure that you go ahead and subscribe to the video so that when we do go live again, you are notified of it. All right, so make sure you check it out. Check out my YouTube channel as well in the description areas. You'll see a lot of content there that you can go ahead and grab as well. Also, very importantly, traders, make sure that you go ahead and mark off on the subscription, the bell. Just click onto the bell button right there. The bell button is going to give you the notifications you need as well. All right, traders. Well, that being said, thank you very much for joining me. I will see you guys in the next session. This is FxBigDog signing off.